A mirror image matchup, as it'll be. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over first and 10.
Up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Daniel's going to keep it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Daniel's looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go. Stretch the Eagles.
They go play action. Daniels. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A quick throw, but incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves!
Here's Daniels. And this is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
70.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 20. Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders.
Slow 6 racks on a sweater. Ain't no cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Check, don't hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I'm putting paper over there. I used to want to air, but I got sell. If you got money, then you know it's with it. If you got money, then you know I'm on it. Ain't no diss, I don't. Ain't take my chain.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, boy.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah! Here we go, Friday. 26.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I take Friday.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive.
26.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
There we go. 26.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here we go. 47. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54, going to 20.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 10 yards there, good for Washington, 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Finding Ertz again. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
The toss right side. Here's Krosky-Merritt. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Jacory Krosky-Merritt, 65 yards. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
This makes the score. Commanders 7, Cowboys 0. Jake Moody to kick off.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs him forward. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Get out there.
And again, it's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it with the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 360.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Third down and 1.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Daniels looking to throw.
What the fuck was that?
Samuel, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now they'll shift things around.
At the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 yards. That's another Washington.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Prescott from the gun on third. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. This one an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Here we go, 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Deputy! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Daniels gets this to Ertz. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah! There we go.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Hard, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott. This one swung out to Williams.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They gotta find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Dak. He's got this to Pickens. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 20. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw. Able to find Ertz. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. That's Samuel caught left side. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Seven seconds to play. No timeouts, remember.
Here we go, here we go. Packers Warriors 70, Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the...
really shitting it. Don't give him money, his bitch ass hit. ARP got six and this bitch like a rip. The ops in the crowd on bounce on the drink. Better know how to get it. Bounce out gang. The hop out twice before I got a name. I don't care about the name, nigga. Fuck this fame. Don't wanna die, don't touch this chain. There's so many niggas that went just the grain. Be killing curves, this ain't a game. All my bitches back in the chain. I saw them coming right out of my vein. Nigga, I throw a plate to the man and they coming. I was breaking the rules. I ain't go to school, but I got a whole lot of weight in the trap. Big ass block with a big ass bang. This bitch and beam a dad. Say he on his thing and pulled him lean and couldn't even make it to life. You niggas be faking to die. He got fake ass clothes and a fake ass flat. Little whole ass nigga on gay ass guy. Hit him so many times, this gay ass back. Know the trap too heavy, I put on a start. I done got in my feelings and punished the stuff. Everybody know savage and all go pop. You anti-social, fuck with a ops. Nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm too anti to fuck with a ops. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, yeah. Fuck with a ops. Too anti-social.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. It's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll go, it's Mahomes. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 2. Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 10. At the 33.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's
Play action, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 19 yards. And a first down. Chiefs.
First and 10. It's Mahomes. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Hey, 43, 15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Yellow! Let's go, Lou Lady!
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on fourth down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. This, our last play of the quarter.
Yellow! Attack! Let's go, Lou Lady! 15! 15!
Another throw for Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
43! Yellow!
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Let's go, Lou Lady! Hey, 57! Hey, color!
Again, Mahomes to throw. Pass it down close. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 4.
It's Pacheco on third. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Chiefs get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
Butker on now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Buffalo, 18.
Play action now. Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. Well, this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt. In it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around.
Ready.
Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Yellow.
First down throw. Mahomes escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. 70 Lions, 18, Pioneers.
Play action now with Daniels. Complete out to the right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's incomplete left side. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
3rd and long for Daniels. He finds the rookie from Virginia Tech. He's got it in the red zone. That stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Gets it again. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 14, Chiefs 7.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
First down now, ball at the 33. Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Terry McLaurin. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd
Come on,
and
come on.
4.
Hey. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. This play goes for 36. And that's a Chiefs first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. This one's to right, out on the right side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Butker on now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Going the out route complete. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now Daniels off the play action. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard gain. Now the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Daniels on 1st down. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 33-yard line.
Come on.
Daniels. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. Will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Fix the Eagles.
Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Let's go now.
Back to throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Attack!
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. His running back rolls it in deep right. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A 28-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
A 28-yard gain. And the 1st down.
Motion the tight end over. From the red zone on first. Down complete to Pacheco. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here. Throwing again, Mahomes. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Offensive line fast.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut it to 1 late in the third. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Samuel now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Come on.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. Deebo Samuel. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead as time runs out here in the third. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had to look at the drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted to overcome a bit of adversity.
And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 devices.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
A little touch pass here, trying to run the chain. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Ready.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on four. Looking to throw. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Has it in close. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on third and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders leading by 7. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Hey. Bronco 80. Ready.
Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. It's a foot race. He's at midfield. 30. Hits the 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to take over with a first and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free, escape without surrendering any points.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just 1 yard on first and goal. Still 4 yards to go on second.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
Yellow. 43. 50. Yellow, 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 yellow. 15, 15.
He'll look to throw it. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on third and goal. To throw. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut it to a point late in this one. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Samuel now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Red. 19, 18.
Back to throw. Quick pass brought in. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
From the gun, a run for Merritt. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. Hurry this to the line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Bronco 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Throwing now. Running right side by McLaurin. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Setting up to pass. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of his running back, Merritt. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. From the right hash, it's a 46, and his kick is blocked! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. This, 42 yards from the right hash.